Hello friendly gamers, Alex here from Let's Play 40k. So hopefully by now you've watched the story time, or at least the story explaining what I'm doing as far as the Eldar narrative, progressive, Heralds of Ruin Kill Team campaign. So essentially it's a kill team missions based around an Eldar with a storyline behind it. So where the rules I'm getting most of these from is actually from Mini Wargame. Best site ever. I love that site. So much fun. So many cool things. Also great for people who want to learn how to play the game, which I strongly suggest. If you go in there, I'll post a link down below, but if you go in there, they have a Death Watch Kill Team campaign they did a little while ago, and they're going to be doing another one soon as well. So most of the rules are up in there. They did all the heavy work. Matt went through, did a random item generator, things like that. I'm not going to be using the random item generator as far as that goes. It's more geared towards space marines. But what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be using a lot of the upgrade charts, a lot of the taking the damage and the character death table, things like that. I'm going to be taking lists from those. I'll give a link to both Mini Wargaming and to the lists that I'll be using throughout my campaign. One of the ones I really like is the upgrade system. So everyone gets an XP when they either cast a spell, heal an ally, or kill an enemy. So when you kill an enemy, you gain that many experience from the initial wounds it had. So say for example, I don't know, Keldrag kills one guardsman, one Imperial guardsman, he'll gain 1 experience. However, if all of my army is focusing on a Turbogon, which I believe has 6 wounds, and Keldrag kills it, no one else is going to gain experience for it. Keldrag will gain 6 XP. Awesome. Cool. I love the way it's set up. Lots of fun. Or every time a character upgrades, you roll a dice. On a 6, they'll gain 2 abilities, or once per campaign, or once per character campaign, sorry, you can exchange one of those abilities for any of your stats. You cannot upgrade your armor, and you cannot upgrade your leadership. But you can upgrade your wounds, toughness, strength, attacks even, things like that. Awesome. But one of the cool exceptions I made of this in the story time is that I have 2 Dire Avenger twins. So with these twins, what they do is they have such a connection that they actually upgrade together. The other one doesn't level up, but it'll gain the ability that one of them gains. So for example, say Arkan levels up before Gillian. Arkan gains Skip. Gillian will also gain Skipped, which is cool. And when Gillian levels up, he'll gain an ability, and so will Arkan. When one of them dies, if one of them dies, I'm not saying when, but if one of them dies, the other will gain hatred towards that killer's codex. So say, for example, an Orc kills Arkan, then Gillian will gain hatred for the rest of the campaign against that faction. This just ties into the storyline a little bit more, adds a little bit more of the fluff. How realistic this is in an Eldar world, not too sure, but I think it sounds pretty cool, and hopefully it might come into play. I have no idea. Yeah, now we'll get on to upgrading the guys, and I'm not fudging any rules. What they get is what they get. However, if I do roll something that they already have, for example, Fleet, I will re-roll that. Everyone in this campaign, as far as the Eldar go, gains +1 wound to start. This is simply to make them more survivable, because there's obviously going to be more reinforcements than there is Eldar on a general basis, or at least that's what I think is going to happen. So this is my Dire Avenger Exarch, Orkan, and on a 6 he gets 2 ability rolls or an extra stat. So he's only getting 1. Let's roll in the upgrade chart, which is a 2, which is speed upgrade. And let's see what he gets on the speed upgrade table. He gets a 2, so he gains Fleet, which he already has, so it's a reroll. And he gets 3, which is move through cover. So he does not roll half, or he does not move half the distance when going through cover. Perfect. Next we have Belcor, my Dark Reaper. On a 6 he gets 2 abilities. Nope. Let's see what table he's rolling on. 3, which is shooting, and 4, which is deadly aim, so that's -1 to cover save. That is awesome for him. Next we have Liliana, which is my Howling Banshee. She gains 1 ability. Let's roll on the table. 4 is toughness,
5 is tough. Perfect. She is going to be that much harder to kill. Next we have Keldrab, my Wraith card. How many abilities? 1 ability. Let's see what table he's rolling on. 4 is toughness. And he gains 5, which is also tough. Perfect. That is exactly what I want on him. Next will be the 2 twins, which roll their d6 together, see if they gain 2, which they don't. And then the 2 abilities that they gain, 2 and 2, which is both speed. And their speed upgrades are 3 and 5. So they gain move through cover, and they also gain +1 move, run, and charge. So they're going to be really fast. And last but not least, I have Ranger, who doesn't speak, so his name is Ranger. He gains how many abilities? 1 ability, a single 6. And what chart is he rolling on? 6, so it's his choice. Or my choice. I'm going to be picking the odd upgrades, and I'm going to roll on it now, gaining a 2, which is Vanish in the Gloom. Once per game, immediately move the model and place him wholly within 12 inches. This can be used to remove him from combat. Awesome. Even stealth here. Great. And that is everyone upgraded.
Alright, so now on to the math and the numbers. So what I did is I took from Mini Wargaming their Deathwatch campaign charts, mainly their taking damage, their character death charts, and their upgrade charts. So I took it word for word what it is. They already hammered out, perfect. Same thing with the character death, same thing with the upgrades. However, I did get rid of a lot of the oddly specific upgrade charts for things like Lexicannums, things like that, but I just kept it a little bit more toned down, just for the simplicity of it. So if you guys want to see, I'll post a link down below. Definitely go check them out. I strongly recommend these rules.